Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about our Brilliant Finish Snow Foam. Utilizing foam to create safety through your wash process is an integral step to make sure that you reduce the potential for wash-induced scratches. This snow foam is pH neutral, incredibly high sudsing, and extremely slick, so it creates a very safe process in order to reduce those wash-induced scratches, and is primarily formulated to be used with foaming tools, whether those be a foam cannon paired with a pressure washer or a foaming sprayer paired with a garden hose. Using it is incredibly simple, and the foam does a lot of the work for you if you allow it to dwell on the surface as it is intended to do. This foam can dwell for up to 5 to 10 minutes with the proper equipment, and I'm going to demonstrate how easy it is to use and how you should do it. And first and foremost, we're going to show you through a foam cannon, which is the best and ultimate way to create the rich, thick suds that you see everywhere, and is the ultimate way to get the foam and the soap to do the work for you. So here I have a Brilliant Finish Snow Foam, or Brilliant Finish Foam Cannon, and I'm simply going to add 4 ounces of the Brilliant Finish Snow Foam to the reservoir. That is enough to create all the foam that you need. Keep in mind that the quality of your pressure washer will help create thicker foam, and then pairing it with a high quality foam cannon, even if it's not one of ours, is another critical element of creating good clinging foam. However, this soap is so good, you're gonna get a high quality output regardless. So I have mixed up the reservoir in the foam cannon, and I'm simply gonna attach it to my pressure washer, and I'm going to foam from the bottom up. Now, as you can see, the foam that came out of the foam cannon and high quality pressure washer is excellent. That is not moving off the car. You're seeing a very slow, if irrelevant, drip. That's great. What we're getting from that snow foam is the softening of the above surface contaminants. That is an ideal and extra safe step to avoid those wash-induced scratches that I mentioned before and keep your paint looking great as long as possible. Now I'm going to show you the same process using a foaming sprayer and kind of talk about why I started from the bottom up. Now, if you're using foam as a way to soften the dirt that's on the surface, starting from the bottom up may be counterintuitive. However, the longer that the foam is able to dwell, the better. And if you spray foam on the top first, it'll have a tendency to drag down, and with the weight of the dirt that is pulling off the surface, will also pull off some of that foam, therefore making the foam less effective. So we've always coached, do it from the bottom up. Now with a foaming sprayer, I'm not gonna get quite as high a pressure because I obviously don't have a pressure washer, but simply using a garden hose attachment, I'm gonna get great foam and do the exact same thing that I talked about. We're gonna soften up the dirt that is on the car, making our subsequent washing process that much safer. Now, the Brilliant Finish Snow Foam is an excellent foaming soap. Usually, out of a foaming sprayer, you're going to get wetter foam. As you can see, there is a higher tendency for that foam to start slipping off the surface. However, we have a lot of material on the painted surface, and we're going to try and allow that to dwell and hang onto the paint as long as possible, given the conditions that we're working with. Now, if you have a really well-maintained car, this process can help you avoid touching the paint at all. If you allow the foam to dwell on the surface for as long as is possible, and as you can see behind me, it's clinging to the surface quite well. 5 to 10 minutes is typically what is recommended in ideal conditions. Do not wash in high heat and direct sunlight, as that will accelerate the foam drying on the paint and minimize the effectiveness of that foam. I'm going to follow with a high pressure rinse, analyze the condition of the paint, and then determine whether or not I need to do a subsequent foaming step, which would then allow me to use that same lubrication that makes the foam so safe to wash the car and get it clean. But this pre-soak foaming step is critical to making the base protection that is on your paint last as long as possible, and also make sure that your paint stays scratch-free as long as possible, and encourages safety as part of your routine washing process. Thank you for watching. For more information on Brilliant Finish Snow Foam, be sure to check out griotesgarage.com. And as always, have fun in your garage.